Sacramento, California at Get Tough or Die Farms with Melissa Andrews and her husband Patrick O'Kane. Andrews? Wait a minute, you're my mom! And we're here today to interview them, not just because she's my mom and I think they're awesome, but also because they've made a beautiful backyard garden, and that's what we're here to talk about today. The Get Tough or Die Farm is a labor of love and an experiment in Zen detachment. Its denizens must rise to the challenge or suffer the consequences. Here, mystery lurks. Plants grow to fantastical proportions, and the lines between man and beast begin to blur. Despite its name, it is teeming with diversity and life. Part cuddly bunny refuge, part suburban sustainability project. The Get Tough or Die Farm is a study in order and madness, and a testament to the power of human love and ingenuity to create something beautiful from pretty much anything. So you guys are growing a lot of stuff here. What are some of the things that you've got?
Oh my goodness. We have 2 strawberry beds. We have green and yellow zucchini. We have tons of broccoli. We have asparagus that probably won't produce until next summer, but we're anxiously awaiting that. Edamame, carrots, celery, green beans, peas, lettuce. Is that it?
Yeah, basil,
Tomatoes,
parsley.
tomatoes, tomatoes.
Corn, we have corn. We have sunflowers too.
Have a lot of beautiful, colorful planter boxes and a really interesting and kind of distinctive layout. Can you tell me a little bit about how you arrived at that?
Education. We got a book. Actually, she got a book. We had a garden last year and we made thousands of mistakes. And so I said, you want to plant a garden this year? We'll plant it. We'll do it right, but we need some education. So she did her research all winter long, and she came up with that raised beds would be the best the best way to do most of the things that we wanted to do. And so she started to lay out the beds, and she determined what plants belonged with what, or what would do best with each other in certain beds, and some things you don't want to plant together. So, and then I got together some resources, like these lovely form boards from the studio, where I built the studio, and we used those for the raised beds, and then ordered some organic material and some soil and things, and mixed it in with what was here, which is really good soil to start with, just not enough of it.
And behind us is the tomato triangle. Can you tell us a little bit about why the triangular arrangement back here?
Well, what it really was is she had built out a chart, and she made determinations by what she read in the book as to what grows best with what. So pretty soon all the beds were full of things she wanted to grow. And we got to a certain point and we looked around and went, oh my God, there's no tomatoes. And so I said, well, they were fine in the ground last year, I'll just put them in the ground now. And then based upon the squareness or unsquareness of things, this space defined itself. And I called it the tomato triangle. And if you go inside, you're liable to get lost. Get
lost several neighborhood cats.
We've missing children in the neighborhood, things like that.
Actually, we've sent some children in
specifically. And on purpose, yeah. The cat won't go in, he knows better.
So, can you tell us a little bit about your ingenious water conserving system that you've designed here?
Yeah, I don't know about genius or water conserving, but well, first of all, this bed was full of strawberries at one time, and we planted them too soon and the wind got them, so they all died. And
another casualty of
Get Tough or Die Farm. It happens. So we redid the bed, and Melissa was experimenting with some lettuce seeds and whatever. But what you're looking at is the drip system. At first we were going to do this by hand, and then it realized it took like 2.5 to 3 hours to water this garden every morning, and that's just crazy. So we got about 5 $25 drip kits, and I managed to put them all together and string them together and turn it into a full-blown drip system. So, like all 7 beds, the 50-foot row of corn and sunflowers, the 50-foot tomato triangle, and there's another 75 feet of pumpkin, watermelon, cantaloupe beds. They all get watered automatically. We just turn it on at 5, 6 in the morning, and then you can set each line and adjust the valves from there. But it's definitely a lifesaver. And after you spent 2 months putting this together, the last thing you want to do is come out here and water for 3 hours every morning.
So in addition to the tomato triangle, I'm noticing that there's some freakishly large sunflowers back here. How tall are those guys?
Well, I started them from seed back in February. When I planted them, they were probably 3 or 4 inches high. And each day would come out, and they were the second brick, the third brick, fourth brick, and now the little are 14 feet high.
They're giant, they're flowery, and possibly hungering for human flesh.
Bees love them, and the birds will benefit from the seeds later in the year.
Something for everybody.
Absolutely.
We leave Get Tough or Die Farm the way we found it, crazy beautiful. If you find yourself in the Sacramento Land Park area, peep my mom's paintings at the Central Valley Coffee Shop at 3198 Riverside Boulevard through the end of July. Big thanks to viewer Michael of Walnut Creek for his recent generous donation.